Today I got two Bluetooth speakers that we are doing comparison with. The first one is Sony XG300 versus the JBL Xtreme 3. Now I've had these Bluetooth speakers for probably over a year now. Totally love these speakers. These things right here is one of those where if you have a party of like 20 people in your house, this is something to bring out because it's gonna drown out everybody else because they are so loud. They are incredible. JBL, okay, is a brand that's well known for Bluetooth speakers. I have tons of their Bluetooth speakers, by the way. I got the Flip, which you can see right here. I actually have multiple versions of the Flip, 4, 5, and 6. I also have like the Charge, which is like you can hold it with one hand. A little smaller, yeah. Anyway, got a lot of Bluetooth speakers from JBL, love them. This Xtreme 3 is actually one of the biggest one that I have. And then I got the Sony XG300 right here because I know Sony know how to make sound. So that's why I got them. Anyway, today we're going to do a little comparison between them in terms of the sound quality and let you guys see, because I'm pretty sure if you're looking at the Xtreme 3, you're wondering how is the XG300 from Sony and vice versa. All right. Okay, so first off, Sony actually got a little like mesh material on the outside right here, which I totally love. I'm actually afraid to tear it because I feel like it's like a t-shirt almost. Yeah, I feel like this is a t-shirt that it's on, and I totally love it because I actually don't know where the speakers are. And it just sounds like the sound is just coming out of everywhere on this because of the mesh. And obviously JBL is doing the same design here with the whole mesh surrounding, so that you get that surround sound, right? I mean, these Bluetooth speakers are meant for you to like stand up that way. You know, that's why they designed it this way, so that you can just stand it up. So yeah, it doesn't matter which way you stand it, it just sounds amazing. Anyway, the similarity between these are pretty significant. I mean, they actually have very similar features. For instance, the play and the Bluetooth and the power button and stuff like that, all integrated into the top right here. Same thing with Sony, they've done the same thing. All the play and volume button and then the power button and all that good stuff. The extra thing though that Sony has is this mega bass button right here, because what they do is they're like, okay, they're making it for two types of audience, right? One is without people who just don't want that much bass, which I have met those people before, okay? And then there are people that want the most bang out of these speakers, and there's a mega bass button right there that they can hit, okay? You can turn it on and off. The Xtreme doesn't have that kind of button. It's just pure sound. They tune it to where it's exactly how they like it, and hopefully everyone else does. That's just how it works. Now, the Xtreme 3 though does have this feature where you can link multiple speakers up. And so that's where you see this button right here. It's kind of integrated into the mesh itself. But yeah, you hit that button and then you can link multiple of these speakers and you get like stereo sound, right? All over the place. The XG300 unfortunately does not have that. But it does have like a charging port just like the Xtreme. It has the auxiliary just like the Xtreme, and on top of that it has a little light. So if you look right here, you see there's a light inside of it, so it plays along with the music. The Xtreme 3, let me open this up. You can charge your phone while you're playing music. It's the same thing, USB-C charging, and it does have an auxiliary port. So pretty basic right there. Now, you're probably wondering how the sound are, right? So we're gonna try that right now. Which one should I do first? I think I should do Sony first. I'm gonna do the Sony first as soon as I find my phone. There we go. So the Sony, let's see if that's connected. Yep. Okay, each Sony is connected. All right, this is on full blast, guys. All right, close your ears. Here we go. have it. That's with the mega bass on the Sony. It sounds fantastic. Honestly, guys, both of these sound fantastic. So if you're thinking about sound and you're worried about it, I don't think you should worry too much about it. Okay. Okay. So can I just point out one last thing here? The JBL actually has a battery indicator right here. See that? When you press the power button to turn on. The Sony doesn't have that. The Sony does a button on the back. If you press it,
battery fully charged.
It tells you how much battery you have left. Okay. Anyway, let's do the Xtreme. I'm connecting it. Give me 1 sec. There you go. Xtreme 3. And we're gonna turn all the way up. And there you have it. That's the JBL Xtreme 3. Now, the sound quality, I'm not sure if you can translate over the mic, but the sound quality on the Sony has definitely a lot more bass because of this bass boost button right here. You can definitely feel the bass on the Sony. With the JBL, there's a lot more treble, especially with this song right here that I'm playing. The reason why I'm using this song is because it has that bass part, right, where it just ramps up and just boom, right? The JBL doesn't have as much bass as the Sony, but there's still a lot of bass though. Don't get me wrong. So anyway, if you're one of those that likes a lot of bass, I think the Sony is going to be the way to go. If you just want really loud speaker, the JBL seemed to be the winner on this one for me. Last thing though is that I want to mention is that Sony just adds a lot more value in their speakers. So for instance, you know, this little handle strap right here, right? The JBL doesn't have that. The JBL has these hooks that you can hook like a camera hook to, and it actually comes with a little camera strap where you can strap onto this. But with Sony, it's carries like this. You don't have a camera strap, okay? And yeah, I just want to point that out. That's kind of what Sony has been doing, is that they add in RGB light, they add in, you know, a little handle for you, even though the form factor is still very like a cylinder here. So it's different in that aspect. So that's something to think about too. Anyway, that's it for me right there. That's the comparison between the JBL Xtreme 3 and the Sony XG300.